Okay, so we're back. I'm gonna start with my salutes, right? I want to salute my people from Puerto Rico. I want to salute my people from Chicago. I want to salute my people from the United States as a whole, the greatest nation in the world. Hoorah! Okay, so you're gonna see something now that you haven't seen before. It's this right here. It's the flag of Puerto Rico. Okay, that's my flag. It's not that I don't like my flag. I like my flag. Okay, it's that I like the American flag better because we're part of the United States. But I love Puerto Rico and I love my people and I love my flag. Okay, it's like someone from Texas. If you're from Texas, you're an American. You're still I love your state, right? It's like when Deontay Wilder. I'm not. This is not a video about Deontay Wilder, but I will always have to mention him because he's my favorite fighter. Okay, so I'm gonna put him. I'm gonna use him as an example because Deontay Wilder, when he was starting his career, most of his fights were in Alabama, right? Because he's from Alabama, so his fan base is from Alabama. But when he became a big star, he had to just go to the place where the money is. Gotta follow the money. So the money was in New York first, and now it's in Las Vegas. Okay, so his last fight has been in Las Vegas. Right now, I have my flag of Puerto Rico, and I still have my flag from the United States. And there's a reason why I'm using my flag, Puerto Rico. I'm going to tell you why. Okay? So this is Boricua Science Nation. Let's get on to this.
That God bless our cherished ally, the State of Israel. God bless America.
Bomb Squad!
Okay, so I'll start this. Show you. I want to show you. Let's go over here. Sorry. Let's go over here. I want to show you something first. Because something happened yesterday. Yesterday, something happened that caught everybody by surprise. Okay, I didn't think this was gonna happen because they have pumped up this guy so much. The guy is not a bad fighter. He's one of the best. Okay, Lomachenko is one of the best. But ESPN, that was the darling of ESPN. They had him at number 1 pound for pound. The guy, they took a loss away from him. He had lost a fight, so they took that loss away from him. He was not the best. Okay, he was not the best. The number 1 pound for pound. He was not the best. You could have picked anybody else. You could have picked Errol Spence. You could have picked Crawford. You could even pick even Canelo Alvarez. That I don't think he should be called the best, and I'm going to tell you why later. But let's start with this because I want to show you parts of the fight. I'm going to show you how biased these people are. The people from ESPN. The fight.
Hey, Lomachenko!
At all times.
This was
Obey my commands. God bless you both. Touch up.
fighter. Take a look at how Lopez Teofimo Lopez was controlling the fight. Take a look at that. Take a look at that.
The body with the left hand.
Take a look at that.
His natural weight class. He's much more.
First 5 rounds were Lopez rounds. He was just picking this guy apart. This guy got some punches in, but you're going to see something now that I'm going to tell you that they did the same thing to Deontay Wilder. They just couldn't do the same thing to Lopez, because Lopez, it was just all the fight. Take a look at it. Take a look at it.
Yeah, Loma came back with a nice 2-1-2.
They're showing in the replay punches from Lomachenko when the guy getting the best punches in the fight in that round was Lopez, not Lomachenko.
And he's got him backed up against the ropes. That's where he wants.
I don't know. I gotta see the fight so I can tell you. But I'm sure that these people wanted this guy to win.
As Lopez having success early, landing more shots to the body.
Take a look at Lopez. Just schooling this guy, schooling him.
Although he's being cautious.
A 23-year-old guy schooling a 32 veteran who had 3 titles.
Solid feet.
There's something else that I want to tell you about this fight.
Is how beautiful he works his feet. But right now it's position, if you will.
I think it was the last 4 or 5 rounds where Lomachenko picked it up. You know, he started to be more aggressive, but at the same time, Lopez getting back down. Lopez was just hitting him as well. Okay, that's the replay. Okay, they show some punches from Lopez. Okay, let's see if the next round, because this highlights from the fight. Let's see who they show replay after this round. This is the 5th round.
Russell slightly saying no lower, go early.
Take a look at that. Take a look at that. Punches to the body, punches to the face, a great jab. Let's see. Once again. That's good, you see? They're being fair. Being fair.
Now through 5 rounds for Teofimo Lopez, although that Lomachenko
just that Teofimo Lopez just destroyed this guy in the first 5 rounds. He just destroyed him. Lopez, yeah, that was the decision. That's where Lomachenko started to put some more pressure and to take the fight in. Lopez still
a lot of defense. He's doing really well.
He was still doing great, you know. Let's see the replays.
One of the most punches that he's landed all night. There we see that counter from Lopez. Oh, and actually,
majority of those early rounds, just the more active.
Hey, let's get to the end round. This is the 12th round. Okay, let's back it up a little.
And with the jab.
This is the 11th round. Okay.
Oh, good body shot. Stop. Very good body shot. I think Loma still needs to put the pressure on.
Round, they've both gone.
Good body shot. Take a look at that. Take a look at that.
Nice work there.
Take a look at that.
It's still too close.
Even this probably winning the first.
People support.
2 minutes.
These people support foreigner fighters. And we have great fighters over here in the United States. Teofimo Lopez is a Honduras New Yorker. He's from New York. He was born in New York. He's an American, and they didn't give him much of a chance in this fight. He just destroyed this guy. He gets caught in the end round, and it's because of a head.
Lead left uppercut from Teofimo. do enough to even this out
Not
or even
good
put
left
down
hand.
Lopez.
Wasn't enough.
And we are
Teofimo Lopez
90
was just
seconds away.
was in front by a lot.
Here's the action.
Really good body.
Both of them know what's on the line now.
Rounds definitely taken a little bit out of Lopez, but honestly, I think he still had a very good round number 12. A good job of saving just enough in the last round to still put up a fight, where in the last couple of rounds, he really was just countering and fighting off the deep as the young champion, Teofimo Lopez.
Saw that?
Good counter shot.
Great
Left
punches,
hand from
man.
Lopez gives him some
And
confidence.
Teofimo Lopez is a puncher. This guy took Teofimo Lopez punches all the fight. Strong guy. The guy is a strong guy. I'm not saying that the guy is a bad fighter. Take a look at the cut from a headbutt.
Be happy about that cut, but knowing that he is just seconds away from arguably becoming a unified world champ, these two are going at it as they
Became the undisputed,
lightweight division. It is over.
the undisputed champion.
Rounds towards the middle of the fight, and then probably a solid finish from Teofimo Lopez around round 10 might have been enough to do it.
Yeah, I think that was really important for
Champion of the world, the takeover, Teofimo Lopez.
I want to say something now.
12 knockouts, and he is
Right,
going
take a
home
look at it.
tonight as the king of the
He
lightweight
deserved it.
division.
Deserved it.
And he has done it.
He may find himself fighting in the future against another Puerto Rican fighter who is really good. But I want to say something about this fight. He'll find himself fighting Felix Verdejo. Felix Verdejo has had his up and downs. His last fight, he looked great, but he still got to fight some tougher opposition, because he needs to show that he can be in the same level of this guy. I want to say something about this fight, because this was a big fight, a undisputed fight, unified undisputed fight. Teofimo Lopez had one title, and Lomachenko had 3. Okay, this was right now the biggest fight of the year. The biggest fight of the year. And Bob Arum is saying that they cannot make the fight between Deontay Wilder and Tyson Fury, that cheated the rat Tyson Fury, in the United States, because there's no crowd. They don't have no fans, so they can't make such a big fight that they can't make it, because it is so big that they need some fans in the fight. I'm confused, man. I'm telling you, I'm confused, because if they can't make that fight, how could they make this fight? This fight. How could they make this fight from Teofimo Lopez and Lomachenko? For me, it is even a bigger fight, because it is a fight to unify all the titles. The fight between Deontay Wilder and Tyson Fury, it is a rematch, and I know it is a heavyweight fight, but it is only for one title. It's not a unified. It's not an undisputed fight like this one. So you're gonna tell me they can make this fight happen in the United States, in the MGM, and they can't make the fight between Deontay Wilder and Tyson Fury? You see the lies. You see the lies from these people. These people are just, man, the worst of the worst, man. These people just want to get. They just don't want to fight Deontay Wilder. They're just trying to run from Deontay Wilder. I'm telling you. This the biggest example that this fight could be made in the United States. The United States. But he's got to go to the UK, because in the UK the virus, the COVID-19 is not it's not over there. In the UK is worse than in the United States. Okay, so let's start with this. Let's make this fight happen in December, because it was scheduled to be for December 19th. So that's the date these guys are going to fight. So Tyson Fury, stop making excuses. Stop trying to run from Deontay Wilder and fight him. Just fight him. Don't be a coward, because you know you won't be able to cheat in this fight and be dirty as you were in the last fight, and that's why you don't want to fight him. You want to make the big fight with Anthony Joshua. That's a undisputed fight. You have to go through Deontay Wilder again. Okay? Again. You cannot run from this. You cannot. Okay, so like I told you before, I always have to talk about Deontay Wilder. Okay, but I need to talk about some other fighters, because this is in my logo. It says I have to talk already about the UFC. I have talked about boxing, but most I think all my videos have been about Deontay Wilder. But if you see my logo, it says boxing, UFC, Israel, and US news. Israel and US news. Okay, Boricua Science Nation. Okay, so if my logo says this right here, boxing, it means that I need to talk about other people. The guy that I'm going to talk right now, that I think this is something great, man, because I'm Puerto Rican and I'm proud to be Puerto Rican, you know? Like a Texan is proud to be a Texan, like a New Yorker is proud to be a New Yorker, like a Alabama guy is proud to be a Alabama guy, like Deontay Wilder. I'm proud to be a Puerto Rican. So if there's a Puerto Rican guy, this is why my channel is called Boricua. Boricua, it comes from Puerto Ricans. We are Boricuans, okay? Okay, so I'm gonna show you why. Why? Okay, so I'm gonna show you, but first I'm gonna show you something. So Teofimo Lopez, the new champion on this, the new undisputed champion, is a lightweight. He fights in the lightweight division. He's an American Honduran. Okay, he's from New York. He was born in New York. Okay, Brooklyn, New York, United States. Born July 30, 1997. He has 23 years old. He's from Brooklyn, New York. Okay, United States. So let's get to it. This is what I really want to talk about. There's a guy called Edgar Berlanda. I didn't know about this guy, son. I found about this guy yesterday. He fought in the Lopez Lomachenko card. This guy is from Puerto Rico. He's an American Puerto Rican because he's from New York as well. He's from New York as well. Take a look at it. He is a super middleweight. He's a big Puerto Rican, because if you take a look at the history of the Puerto Rican fighters, it has been almost all the time. It has been how do you call it? Small fighters, okay, from the smallest weight class. The only we had one Puerto Rican champion in the heavyweight division, but he wasn't such a big star, okay, like this guy could become. this guy could become a superstar. I'm telling you. I'm gonna tell you who he could fight in the future. It would be great, man, because we would be going back to where we were some years ago. Okay, but right now we only had a heavyweight champion. It was called his name was John Reese. I think his name was John Reese. Because we have Andy Reese. That's the fat boy from Mexico. Okay, so you know that Puerto Rico and Mexico has always had a rivalry. So he's from the super middleweight division. He's 6'1". Okay, 6'1", reached 73. Okay, I'm gonna tell you the guy that he could be fighting in the future. If this kid keeps going the way he's going, I'm gonna tell you who he could fight and bring back this rivalry that we have with the Mexican. American Puerto Rican. He was born in Brooklyn, New York, just like Teofimo Lopez. He's great friends with Teofimo Lopez. He's got 15 fights, 15 wins, and 15 by knockout. But that is not the greatest thing. And this remembers me Deontay Wilder, man. This remembers me Deontay Wilder. It has this great power, this great knockout punching power. When they talk about things like this, I remember man, about Deontay. That's something like Deontay Wilder, man. Power. What the people like, power. This guy is a boxer. He can box, you know. This guy is a complete fighter, man. This I'm telling you, this kid. But the guy that I'm going to talk to you about from Mexico, it's a great man. I'm telling you, I like that guy. And he's from Mexico, and they have always had this rivalry and this something. I have had not like the Mexican fighters because because of the rivalry from boxing. Okay, so Berlanga made his professional debut on April 29, 2016, scoring a first-round knockout KO victory against Jorge Pedrosa at Island San Marco in Aguascalientes City, Mexico. That was in Mexico. He fought in Mexico. He has gone on to compile a record of 15-0 with all his wins coming by first round stoppage. That is the greatest thing. I don't know if this has happened before, man. If this has happened before, you can put it in my comment section and tell me if something like this has happened before. But winning his first 15 bouts by knockout in the first round is something, man, I think never seen before. I'm telling you, never seen before. Because he has 15 fights, but he has to prove himself with top opposition. Because the guy that I'm going to talk to you about has been a champion 2 times, and he has been proven. This guy has been proven. So, Edgar Berlanga, the way that he's just finishing these guys, something great, man. Because I'm telling you, even if he gets to tougher opposition, the last guy that he beat was this guy. This guy right here.
1 minute into round 1. 2 minutes to keep the streak alive for Berlanga. Another left hook. He did damage right there.
Get off him.
He did damage right there. A right hand comes in. A left hook comes in. He's got him against the ropes. Can he keep the streak alive? Swings out and that's it. TKO victory. He did it again. Look at the face of Bellows in just over a minute against the heavy hands of the
He was
knockout
never
artist
stopped.
Edgar Berlanga.
He was never stopped. He was never knocked out
knockouts to start his career.
or had a stoppage against him. And
Bellows had
Edgar
never been taken out.
stopped him
He
in the
gets
first
rid of
round.
him like that.
Under your average time, 79 seconds is what a man who had never been stopped lasted in against you.
There he is with
For
his,
a guy who
with
said,
his
I want to
Puerto
get some
Rican
rounds, he
flag
came
over
in throwing some heavy
because
thunder.
you know the New Yorker Puerto Ricans are like us. The Puerto Ricans from New York are not like any other Puerto Rican that live in the United States. Okay, because if you see, we got this guy, what's his name? Garcia. He's gonna fight Errol Spence now. Garcia. Then what's his name? His first name. He's from Philadelphia. You don't see him mentioning Puerto Rico a lot. You don't see him. He has mentioned Puerto Rico before, but if you take a look at this guy, he's always with his flag. He's always proud to be a Puerto Rican. He's always talking about Puerto Rico. Take a look at him right here. Take a look at him right here with his short of Puerto Rican shorts. He's just a Puerto Rican guy, man. A complete Puerto Rican. New York Puerto Ricans are like Puerto Ricans from here, from the island. They're Puerto Ricans from New York. And there are more Puerto Ricans in New York than there are in Puerto Rico. In New York, there are more than 4 million Puerto Ricans, and in Puerto Rico, we don't get to 4 million. Okay? So you can know that the Puerto Ricans from New York are real Puerto Ricans, not like other Puerto Ricans from other parts of. There are many Puerto Ricans. I think that the second state that has more Puerto Ricans is Orlando, a city of Florida, and they're not the same. They're not the same. Let me show you some highlights from this. Look at that. Got too much power, man. Got too much power. He's real calculated, you know. Got a good jab. He's got great combinations. It's not. He doesn't go real crazy like Deontay Wilder. Start throwing punches. He's real calculated. But I still like Deontay Wilder better. This kid is starting. I'm telling you, this kid is going to be a superstar. He's got a tough road ahead. I'm going to tell you why. Like that. That is something given from God. You cannot learn how to punch. That is why we know that Tyson Fury cheated. You cannot learn how to punch. Tyson Fury is not a puncher. Okay? Deontay Wilder is a puncher. This kid is a puncher. Okay? we know that was a robbery, man. I'm telling you, robbery for everybody. Everybody was there. Even people from the anti-Walters team. I just keep talking about the anti-Walters. And I'm happy with this game. I'm happy with this. It was about time we had another Puerto Rican superstar, man, or a real future prospect. I'm not gonna call him a superstar yet because he hasn't become a champion. You heard that? The guy was like, hey, where am I? What? Great kid. Great kid. Great future. But I'm gonna talk to you about who he can fight in the future. It is a tough cook. It is a tough cook. David Benavides. Here he is. David Benavides is just 23-year-old, like Puerto Rican Edgar. Last name is hard to say. Edgar Benavides. I know about this guy from 1 year or more. This guy he's just 23 years old, just like the Puerto Rican. It's just like the Boricua guy. I'm telling you. But it looks like he started earlier fighting. He only has 23 fights. I think he got injured at some point. I don't know that he lost his title because of that. Because he has won the title to the WBC title. That's the only title he has. I don't know why. Because he should be the undisputed champion. This guy right now, this guy is the best in that weight class. Well, he fights in the super middleweight, just like the name of Berlanga. Okay, Berlanga. He's got the same. He fights in the same weight class as Berlanga, but at the same time he has fought in the light heavyweight. But he's as tall. They're the same, almost the same tall. 6'1.5", and Berlanga is 6'1". But here's the difference. Berlanga is 73 long. His length, arm reach is 73, and Benavides is 77. He's got a pretty good advantage there. He's American as well. He's a Mexican American. He was born in Phoenix, Arizona. He's 23, just like Berlanga. Okay, he's got 23 fights, 23 wins, and not only 20 knockouts. That is a real big. That's like 90 something percentage in his knockouts. This is the guy I'm going to show you. Back over here, I'm going to show you pictures of him. He's a proud Mexican. Okay, he's a proud Mexican. This is a guy who will not run from a fight. He will not run from a fight. This is a real Mexican. And then that was what I wanted to talk to you about. Canelo Alvarez. Canelo Alvarez is not a real Mexican. And this guy talks English because this guy is an American Mexican, but he's got the blood. Because if you see, Canelo Alvarez is a great fighter, but he has run from some fighters. He has run from the Charlo brothers. He has run from I think what's the name of this other guy? From some fighters, and you cannot do that. People run from this guy. People run from this guy, and And I'm completely sure that they have run from him because they know that this guy is deadly. This guy is deadly. I'm gonna show you some highlights of this guy. This guy is just deadly. Okay, he will fight anybody. He hasn't become undisputed because of that. Because they don't want to fight him. Because they know where they're getting into. Okay, here he is with his Mexican hat. Here he is with his WBC title. I think he just let go his WBC title to go up to light heavyweight. So he could come down, or maybe Berlanga could go up to light heavyweight as well. Fight should be in the super middleweight. Right? Take a look. Take a look at this.
Introducing the young, undefeated knockout sensation, La Bandera Roja, David Benavidez.
He's fast, he's quick, he's fast. He can hit, he's got punching power. He moves. He's got the reach. He's got the talent. He's tall. Take a look at that, man. Just take a look at that. He's got accuracy. He doesn't miss a lot. That's he can take some punches. He's got the complete package, this guy. I'm telling you, he cannot be beat. Anybody could be beat. But it's going to be hard. So you take a look at that. I think that the only advantage that Berlanga got over him is the punching power. I think that Berlanga has more punching power. But if you see Benavidez, he's a type of fighter of many punches. His power comes from many punches at a time. He just throws a lot. See? Take a look at that, man. So later I'm going to check on something that I'm going to talk about in another video to see who are the other champions in that weight class. Okay, because this kids, I'm telling you, there's a rivalry coming. The Boricuas. When a Boricua comes out a Boricua, a real good one, and he will get real far, man. We have had Wilfredo Gomez, Wilfredo Benitez, Felix Trinidad, El Chapo Rosario, We had Miguel Cotto was the last one, and you know what Mayweather has said always about Miguel Cotto. He has said that Miguel Cotto is a Hall of Fame. He's the man who gave him the toughest fight. Mayweather said that. Okay? So when there's a good Puerto Rican, man, like we say over here in Spanish in Puerto Rico, yo estoy con el mío. De aquí. I'm with my fighter from here, from Puerto Rico. Okay? More if it is against Mexicans. Even though I like David Benavidez because I know he's a great fighter. Just like I knew when Tito Trinidad fought Oscar de la Hoya. I knew that Oscar de la Hoya was a great fighter. And Oscar de la Hoya fought the best. I'm telling you. That is the difference between Canelo Alvarez and these other Mexicans. And Oscar de la Hoya was from the United States as well. Was from California. Okay? And even Fernando Vargas. Fernando Vargas never walked away from a fight, from a tough fight. I respect the Mexican fighters. But I didn't like Fernando Vargas. I didn't like. He was too arrogant. I didn't like De La Hoya that much. I didn't dislike him, but I didn't like him because he was some kind of like you know, like was like was going to the left, you know, gotta go to the right. He got met, and take a look at this. The last wife of Oscar de la Hoya was Puerto Rican. Okay, Puerto Rican singer. Remember her name right now. She's a Puerto Rican singer. What's this? The La Hoya sons have blood, Puerto Rican and Mexican blood. Okay, so we're brothers, you know, we're family, we're Americans. We're all Americans, but I gotta pick a side. And my side, well, you know, I'm from Puerto Rico. I'm not like this hypocrites from the United States who attack Deontay Wilder, or who are always trying to downplay him and attacking him and making fun of him and trying to and these people, man, I'm telling you, these people are not Americans. If you're American, you gotta support your people from the United States. I could go against if this a Puerto Rican guy fights a American, a black American that is pretty good, and I like him. I could go with the Puerto Rican, but I could go with the Americans. Because when Mayweather fought Miguel Cotto, I was going for Mayweather. I like Mayweather better, and it wasn't because Mayweather was a better fighter. Because I knew Mayweather was competing. It wasn't going to be an easy fight. Miguel Cotto is a great fighter. He was a great fighter. He has retired, but I like Mayweather better. See, the thing, it's not just because I'm Puerto Rican. It's like I told you before, I'm American first. And I will go with my people. Also, okay, that's my video. I hope you liked it. This is the Science Nation. Okay, subscribe to my channel. Follow me on Twitter, and like, comment, and share. God bless you. God bless Israel. God bless the United States of America. God bless you. Okay? Once again, see you next video. It's going to be coming soon. Try to make more videos. Okay? Now they're always long. This video is just has reached for 42 minutes already. So gotta get on. Thanks a lot. See you next time.